Hello everyone. In this video we will learn about how to make those order vouchers, purchase order and sales order, and then how do we receive it, and what voucher we pass, then if we have to reject it, what voucher we pass, then if everything is fine, then how do we pass the purchase voucher. That everybody knows how to pass a purchase voucher. So let us learn how to pass a purchase order first. For this video, sales order we'll see. It will be similar to passing purchase order only. Okay, let us learn how to pass a purchase order voucher. And once you have learned that, if you learn the entire process well, then it'll be similar for you to pass the sales order voucher also in the similar way only. So let us learn in this video how to make a purchase order. For that, you have to go to vouchers, then click on other vouchers, then go up to show inactive, and there you see there are a lot of inactive vouchers. These are inventory vouchers that we'll be seeing later, and these are order vouchers that we'll be seeing today, that is purchase order. Sales order we'll see in another video, but today we'll see the purchase order first. So let us make a purchase order. So before we make purchase order voucher, okay, it's asking should we activate, because it is not activated. So let me activate it. So let us understand what is a purchase order. Purchase order is a voucher that is that the business has placed order with a supplier for the supply of goods. It's just a record that we have placed an order. We have not paid anything for it. We have not received anything for it so far. Okay, so unless the items are received in our godown, we will never assume the liability to pay them. Okay, or we'll never assume that the purchase has happened. So this is just for your purchase order processing or purchase order management. This voucher is passed. So right now we are simply sending a letter, a voucher that says that please provide us these items to a particular man. Okay, it does not give us any financial liability as such. So let us pass it. First let us give the date. Of course it's an educational version, so I cannot change the date. So let us, for our example, let us make a party to whom we are giving the order. Let me make Samsung Electronics, just making a party. So since we are purchasing, so creditor, sundry creditor, let's let it be the way it is, save it. So we have made a party. These details if you have put, you know what to do. Now the option comes for order number. Would you like to give an order number? Yes, you can give 1 2 3 or PO. Let you make PO stands for purchase order 01, because when we'll receive we have to mention this. So let me make it PO 01 and press enter. Which ledger it will be going to? Of course it will going to purchase ledger only, I mean purchase account only. Then we have to write what are the items that we are requesting the supplier to send us. So let me type Samsung J7. That is the most this one J7. Where is J7? Samsung Galaxy J7. Let me ask him due date. Let it be the same date as the date of order. Let me make it Kolkata. Let me make it Karnataka. So let me create Karnataka. Location has been created. So we are asking them to provide in Karnataka location. How many? Maybe 12 numbers at the rate 15,000. Amount can be anything. I can put 14,000 also. Okay, since we are giving big numbers, so maybe they are giving us discount at this rate. So that's it. Then number 2 I can do for Sony Xperia Mate F. Again, due date be same. This can be any go down you like, or choose like me. I'm doing Karnataka. I'm doing this one 25,000. So let me make it 22,000. Amount is your choice. Okay. So these are the 2 items I'm requiring from this fellow. Now all I have to do is press enter. Anything extra you have to put, not the item now, these are the other ledgers. Then enter, then you write being PO created, purchase order created. That's it. That's how we make a purchase order. Similarly, we can make sales order also. So let me save it, and we have got our purchase order done. Now how do we see the open purchase order? Press Alt G, go to and type purchase order due only, just to see how many are open. If I click on it, here you can see these are two items I just created purchase order, 15 for 12 for Samsung J7 and F-Mate for 15. No? Okay, so once we receive it, this one should be blank. So similarly, we can create multiple purchase order like that with multiple parties. Now let us assume that the party has sent us the items on the right date. Okay, so the items will go to the godown or our warehouse in Karnataka, and over there somebody will receive it. Okay, once he receives the items physically, he has to issue something called another voucher called a receipt. Again, we have to go to other vouchers, go to show inactive, and this time under inventory vouchers we have to go to receipt note. Okay, receipt note we have to issue for confirming that we have received the purchase order that we have made earlier. Now with the passage of this voucher, purchase order will stand cancelled. So date again you can change. So I'm not changing because it's an educational version. Every time I'm telling you. Reference number you can put anything. I would like to make PO01 only. Date will be same. Party name will be Samsung. The moment you choose party name, it will ask you which purchase order you are talking about that you are receiving right now. So for us it's only one. There can be multiple PO1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. So whichever you are receiving, just simply select it. And once you select it, other things are not needed if you have put. Otherwise, save it and save it. Now you'll notice if I click on purchase account, these items are already appearing. That means the tally is taking from that open purchase order whatever we have purchased earlier. I mean we have ordered earlier. Now it's coming in the receipt note. You can change it, the amount, the value, the item, whatever. It may happen, no? Different things also. So you have to do nothing here. Simply keep on pressing enter, or simply accept it. But I have to write the narration, so I will go down and write the narration. Goods receipt note issued against PO01, just for information. So this goods receipt note or receipt note is issued against what? Against purchase order 1. So now if I save it, my dear kids, now it is done. If I go to purchase, if I go to purchase order due only, then you'll notice it is blank. That means nothing is due. That purchase order has been cancelled. Cancel means closed, and now we have receipt note. On the basis of that, we'll continue. Okay. Now once we have received it physically, we have to check the items are all right or not, because it took time. A lot of items were there. So when we find out that one of the Samsung J7 is bad, so we'd like to return the one Samsung J7 at the same price, same person. Okay, so for that we cannot issue our debit note here because there is no financial implication yet. No, we have not passed the purchase voucher yet. We have passed only the purchase order and receipt note. So now before that, if we are returning, before the passing of purchase voucher, we are supposed to issue a voucher called, let me go to show inactive. Here you can see Control F5, rejection out. We are rejecting the items because they are not good. Okay, so if it was sale, it will go to rejection in, but rejecting out. So let me go to rejection out, and it says activate. Yes. So this looks very dangerous. This is nothing. Just put the date and put the guy's name. Let it be the way it is. Then name, what is it? J7. We are reading that, right? I said, yeah, J7. From which purchase order? This purchase order 1. Karnataka, entire amount we are rejecting? No, we are rejecting only 1. So if I press 1, then it goes like that. That's it. And that's it. And write being item rejected. Being items rejected. That's it. Or you could also write against purchase order 1. Done. So see, third process also done. So now We created purchase order first, then we received the items and closed the purchase order. Then from that received item we rejected one item. So now we are okay that every item is fine. So now we can go ahead with the accounting entry, that is creation of purchase voucher, which is there in your right hand side. Here you can see F9. Simply go to purchase and now you pass your purchase voucher. Simple. So let me just pass date again. You choose whatever you want. PUR/1 I'm passing. That is the first entry I'm passing. Party name is Samsung Electronics. Then you see here we can select not applicable. In that case we have to put all the items manually, but since we already have one purchase order on the basis of which we are passing this purchase voucher, so simply select this PO1 and everything will be selected by there. You have to do nothing. Save it, there you go. This will be purchase account, and you see Samsung Galaxy J7, Xperia F-Mate, both are there. Rest of the things you have to do nothing. Of course if you want to change, you can change it something, but I don't see any need for doing that. Then if you have all those extra charges you can put here. Then of course new reference will come for any fresh purchase or sale bill you are making. I can give the due date if you have. I'll leave it blank right now, and that is the amount being goods purchased, and that's it. I'm sure after that you have idea what to do. Purchase voucher has been passed. So now if you would like to return after this, you have to pass the debit note. If everything is fine, then you gotta pay. So that's it in this video. I hope you have enjoyed the video and you have learned the simple trick of how to make order voucher and inventory vouchers. In order voucher we have made only purchase voucher. Okay, sorry, in the order voucher we have only made purchase order. Sales order also similar only. You can try it on your own, otherwise I'll make one more video on that. And in inventory vouchers we have done the goods receipt note or receipt note and rejection out note. So these are important. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.